I think I'm just wearing a tighter shirt, and that's why you thought I looked fit.
You're wearing one of those shirts that they advertise on Instagram that make fat guys look jacked. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They literally are like, it makes your breasts look like pecs or whatever.
Yeah. It's Eddie Bauer.
But dude, you got like traps and shoulders. Like, did you play football growing up?
Fuck yeah, they did.
Yeah, you got like
Wide receiver, though, so.
wide receiver.
Yeah. Well, they wanted me to be a tight end, but...
You were too fast? Was that what you were about to say?
No, definitely not. The first person that
You're not
approached
big
me
enough?
was the wide receiver coach to play football, and so and then everybody else is like very skinny, and I was pretty skinny back then, but taller, and the tight end coach wanted me to be tight end.
I played football too, but at an all-white private school, so I don't know if that counts.
I mean,
It counts because those people weren't hitting you.
That's true.
The other schools were hitting you.
That's true. And the other schools, there was only maybe 2 or 3 that weren't all white.
Yeah, now if you said you played in an all-white league, then that doesn't count.
that's
It was
also
close.
problematic.
It was close. That's true. But that's what the South
The
does.
NWFL?
They create white schools. That's what all the private schools are like 99% white.
I believe it.
That's wild.
I believe it.
But I was way bigger in high school.
Yeah?
I was like 240. And I could still run, a 5'6" 4. No, what did I run in high school? Like a 5'1"? That's not bad for a
You
fat.
boys are tougher than me. I played football in Maine, and then we moved down to Georgia, and I was like, fuck no.
No thanks.
I
Yeah,
mean-
where they take it seriously.
And the boys are bigger.
Oh, yeah.
Maine is an all-white state.
The whole state.
It probably is.
No,
right?
like growing up, the only black kids that I knew were Somalian immigrants
Yeah.
after the war.
Interesting.
We had other like with some Asian kids and stuff. But I mean, my state when I lived in Maine, it was 96.4% white.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I believe that.
I saw this map recently that showed all of the U.S. counties, and it was basically a split between counties that have more than 10% black people versus counties that don't. And they were all only in the South.
Yeah.
Like, they're all still so concentrated in that area.
And Oakland.
And Oakland, yeah. Yeah, there was one tiny little spot for Oakland.
Yeah.
Oh, man, come on, black people. Move out of the South.
Oh, no, that wouldn't count because Oakland's in Alameda, and then once you incorporate Alameda, then no more 10%.
No way.
that
Then it's back up to
include Berkeley
90%
and-
white.
Yeah. San Francisco.
Damn.
Not San Francisco, but all the
Berkeley.
suburbs.
Yeah.
East
Those
Bay.
county lines.
Yeah.
This is geography hour on the.
You're listening to Gerrymandering, the podcast.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Welcome to Redlining, the podcast. Oh fuck. Well, I got to be honest. I'm dying to know. I got a little hint about Bo's.
No, that wasn't a hint. It was just unintentional.
Well, I want to know about your celebrity run-in.
Yeah, it was.
Did you beat up Dave Chappelle?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, look at his arm.
yeah. I did. This is physical humor.
Dude,
on
the funniest
podcast.
shit is that Busta Rhymes was the one in the back fucking that dude up.
That doesn't surprise me at
One
all.
of the 15.
Yeah, well, I guess one
Yeah.
of the 15, but
That shit
that's
was
just so
crazy.
fucking funny to me.
Also, that there wasn't like.
The guy who did it actually looks like that dude who died a few years ago. XXX Tentacion.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, he kind of did.
Triple
yeah, he kinda-
extension.
yeah.
Yeah.
XXX Tentacion.
Yeah, we don't say that.
Yeah, he did kind of look like him. I could see that.
I was like, I'm
But-
not being racist.
But
here.
like, it was all celebrities whooping this dude's ass.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It was like.
there was a couple big security guards.
Okay,
Yeah,
there
for
were.
Sure.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
It's
sure.
kind of hard to see what's going on, but there's like 10 people back
In the video,
there.
there's a guy in a gray shirt, and that guy's Dave Chappelle's main
Actual bodyguard.
and he's a tank.
Damn.
Tank.
That shit is. It's so funny that like right after the Will Smith thing, a bunch of comics were like, "Oh no, now we're gonna have to be afraid," and everyone's like, "Shut up!" And
Yeah.
then it's almost immediately become like the new streaking at a football game. Like, I'm gonna jump on stage.
I'm
at a
fine with it,
comic.
man. You want to call yourself a free speech warrior?
I get.
You got to
hey.
earn that warrior title.
I don't know. It's
Wait,
really
I'm not a free
dangerous for
speech
us
warrior.
comics. out there.
Well, it's not
When I
dangerous for
headlined the
us.
Hollywood Bowl, do you
I'm not
ever-
saying it's dangerous for us at open mics.
No.
No, it's silly.
know.
The likelihood is still super fucking low, but
I agree.
Have there been other ones besides the
Yeah,
Chappelle
I've
one?
seen 2 other like smaller comics that it's happened to since Will Smith.
Johnny Mitchell, it happened to.
Yeah, I
but
saw
he's
him.
a shit starter.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Huh.
I had a menu thrown at me in Nevada somewhere.
Was it a book menu? Like, was
It
it?
had those
Were they
metal,
offering
metal
to buy you a
quarters
drink?
on
Oh
it.
shit! Was it a
Pick
cheesecake
a drink,
factory?
I'll buy you one.
I ducked it though.
Oh hell yeah!
Hell yeah, like fucking
George
George Bush.
with the shoe.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
He was like, "What up? What up? What up? What up? I'm gonna paint a dog later."
Yeah, our best president ever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, top 3 at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up there.
The only person better might be his daddy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good old HW.
That's your airport,
JB.
right? When you go home.
Yeah. George W. International. Is it named after him or?
Who else? No, George
No.
Washington.
No, I'm saying. I thought it was
that
George.
his nickname before.
I
the
thought it was
Bushes?
George W. International, but is it George HW?
I think it's HW.
I guess that makes sense. It's been there for a while.
Yeah, I think it's HW.
Why wouldn't he just go by GHW?
I know that there's a freeway in Dallas that's named after regular W. And you can go like 75 on it. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's just called George Bush Airport. Maybe it's a double banger.
Yeah, you get 2 for 1. Covers both.
The Bushes Airport.
IAH baby.
George H.W. Bush.
It is George
Yeah,
H.W.
yeah.
Bush. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
did they shorten it to sort of just pay homage to the both of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Herbert Walker.
Herbert Walker.
Herbert
Yeah.
Walker.
Yeah. I got his autograph, but we talked about that already.
All
on
right,
the
well
podcast.
let's get back into the actual
Okay.
celeb run-in. I have to know.
Yeah.
And you said when we were texting last night, you said hold on to our dicks, which
Yeah.
I thought was a hint. Like hold on to your butts, which Samuel L. Jackson says in
Jurassic Park, yeah.
Was it Sam
It was
Jackson?
not
Or
Sam
it's
Jackson.
Caitlyn Jenner.
That would actually be fucking awesome.
No, you were just like, I can't wait, and I was like, hold on to your dick. I was not referencing anything. I was just like, oh, you better get ready for it. But
I thought you were
it's-
laying out a puzzle for me to
No,
solve.
this is not a cipher for you to uncover.
This isn't a like a Erykah Badu cipher where we rap and we go in a
No,
circle?
no, the other kind of cipher, like Zodiac Killer cipher.
I know black people.
Yes, you do.
Was the Zodiac Killer black?
We don't
We don't know.
We just assume.
Actually,
he's white.
no. I think we know it was a white man.
Really? Because I
Do
know
we?
Disco was really into Zodiac signs. Sagittarius.
No, I think we know that because even though he wore a mask and gloves, there was a survivor that saw the white enough in around his eyes.
What if they
Because
are
there's
like
drawings of
if,
what he looks like.
What if they do the opposite of what Batman does and they put white concealer
Yeah,
around their
yeah.
eyes? Wait, that's I actually stole that from Jesus Christ. What the
know.
fuck?
Really?
No, I didn't steal from Jesus Christ. What's the
Jesus
what's
Christ,
the
yeah.
what's
Jesus
the
doing
comic
bits.
book? What's the graphic novel with the smiley face and the bullet hole?
Oh, Watchmen.
The Watchmen series
Oh, did they
is
do that?
actually the one dude who ended up actually being a black guy. He would actually paint around his eyes to make him look
No,
white.
yeah, I did.
Maybe
not
he
know
had that skin thing that Michael Jackson had.
Vitiligo, which
Yeah.
is fake because he did not have vitiligo. That's bullshit.
Vitiligo's real though.
Well,
and
vitiligo exists, but it's
Yes.
fake that Michael Jackson had.
Sammy
vitiligo.
Sosa did have.
Jesus Christ.
he looks wild.
He does look wild. He looks wild, but
Have
I
you
don't
seen
think he
Sammy
had
Sosa?
it.
He looks like a Beanie Baby or like a Pokemon. He's like
Yes.
turning into like a different creature almost.
Yeah, he looks pretty gnarly.
If he's not a reptilian, no one is a reptilian.
I don't know what he would.
I agree with that because no one is a reptile.
If he's not, nobody is.
And I think that's logical.
That's what I should come up with silly statements that it's hard to disagree with.
Oh man! All right, so I
Was it Sammy Sosa?
It was not Sammy
God damn
Sosa.
it. All right, so set the scene. So you're playing golf.
Play golf.
You have more than 2 clubs.
Yeah, I have my rolling bag cart. I'm at a pitch and putt.
A professional.
Yeah, but no, this is a very small, easy course. Well, it still can be. Doesn't matter. I'm behind a group of 2 women. It's about noon on a Saturday. Play the round, and then I want to play again. But now it's later in the day. Lines of people, and the 2 women getting in front of me. They get in front of the line of people. I try to get another round, and he's like, "If you don't have a tee time, it's gonna be like a 30-minute wait unless you play with these people, these 2 women." And I was like, yeah, I just felt weird about asking. He was like, I'll go ask him, see if it's okay. So he asked them. I joined their group, and I didn't realize it right away. We're just like chatting, blah, 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 play a while. And then I'm like, one of these girls looks really fucking familiar, and I can't figure it out. And then,
am I gonna know who this is?
yeah, you'll definitely know.
Wait, so somebody who's a big enough celebrity is playing a pitch and putt course that also has another person forced into their group.
Yes.
Can't be that famous.
So we finished the round, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I never introduced myself. Shake hands, blah, blah, blah. She says her name is Kristen. I'm like,
Wig?
Stewart.
Kristen Stewart.
Yeah.
I've seen Kristen Stewart at a pizza place too.
Yeah.
Eating alone.
I had to like be like Kristen Stewart golfing, and I was like, it was definitely her. Like I had to Google it, but no, it was her.
Did you tell her that you love her work?
I didn't know until after I'd left that it was her.
Damn.
And also, the other woman she was playing with was like, oh, what do you do? And I was like telling her what I do. And I was like, what do you do? And she's like, I work for Neon. The other day I see an ad for a new Kristen Stewart movie produced by Neon, the production company. I was like, oh, that's why it was definitely her. It all just came together.
Yeah. Damn.
And no, but they were very nice, and
they weren't talking Hollywood bullshit at all.
No,
Good for them.
no, not at all.
Good for them.
Not at all that I heard. I
Were
mean,
they talking boys?
we weren't. No,
She's gay. Isn't
yeah,
she?
she's gay.
Who's gay?
Kristen Stewart. She came out like a couple years ago.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah, and but yeah, they were very nice. Had a couple.
Wait, why did she cheat on Robert Pattinson with another male
I don't know. I think
director?
that was all
She
fake.
just had to double check.
Yeah.
She's like, well, I don't like it with you, but this guy seems kind of cool. Let me give it a shot.
Yeah, the Batman.
Emo Batman.
Yeah, your favorite movie.
Somebody pointed something out to me that made me like his performance a little bit better in that movie, is that he's at a point in his being Batman where he's not Bruce Wayne anymore. He's only the Batman. Whereas in other movies, we see Batman get to a point where he's Batman, but then he has to play the role of Bruce Wayne.
But he does still have to be Bruce Wayne.
But he
goes to the
doesn't-
funeral.
Alfred's
But he doesn't
like
really.
begging him to do work for Wayne Enterprises.
Yeah, and he's not. He's like,
Don't you think it's before that? Because he's younger? Don't you think it's before he kind of accepts being also Bruce Wayne, you know?
Well, that's
Oh,
what
that
I'm
makes
saying.
sense.
Like
Yeah.
in the other Batman movies that we've seen, he's been Batman longer.
Yes.
So
Okay,
he
that's what I'm
like
saying.
so he like plays the dual role as
The
opposed
duality.
to, yeah, exact. The
Is that-
duality of a bat.
Of Slipknot.
I still don't think that's a big enough of a different take to make that movie worth it.
No, it just made me appreciate his performance particularly a little bit better because he did seem like kind of dull and withdrawn as like out of the suit.
Yeah.
But he's still Batman.
He's still Batman.
So, I don't know.
But yeah, you said you had a celebrity encounter.
Well, when you told me that, I had literally just ran into Sam Levine at Disneyland, formerly on Freaks and Geeks, Inglourious Bastards.
I need to look him up.
Yeah,
Look him up. Yeah, I mean, and it's funny because the only reason I spoke to him is because I know him through Doug Benson. I've been on a few episodes of Doug Loves Movies with him before,
yeah.
and
Yeah, I know who that is.
it was so funny. I didn't realize at the time he had just gotten married the day before and was at Disneyland for his fucking honeymoon. I guess a little
cool.
small honeymoon, but yeah, just a little tiny celeb
That's
run in.
cool.
He's super nice anytime I run into him.
I
so.
saw somebody that you've probably met at the driving range. You probably have met him on Doug Loves or something like that.
Really?
Rob Hubel. He was hitting balls at the driving range.
I have not met him personally, but I've like been around him.
Yeah.
Where I never actually got to like introduce myself.
Yeah.
But that's awesome. Rob Hubel is fucking cool.
Yeah, I
Wait,
told him I was a
what-
fan
I'm
as he
look-
was leaving the
I don't
range.
recognize this picture. Who is he?
Who?
He's in
Rob
Inglorious.
Hubel?
Rob Hubel. He's wasn't he Human Giant?
Yeah,
And,
he was in Human Giant. He's in.
He's always doing stuff with like Paul Scheer. They have a podcast together.
He's in I Love You Man.
Yeah.
He has a small role in that.
He's a comedian.
Says he performed stand-up on the Benson Interruption, so it makes sense that
Yeah.
they'd be friends.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think
You don't
Doug was
recognize him?
like,
No.
What? No, I'm kidding.
what the fuck?
So that was Celebrity Corner.
Celeb Corner.
Yeah, that's just a little slice of life living in Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's what happens when you live in LA.
Where did you see?
Disneyland.
No. Oh yeah.
At Disneyland, yeah. I saw
That's
another,
where the stars go.
I saw somebody else recently too. Damn, I can't remember. Somebody came into my job recently.
One night, Friday night, I was at the Comedy Store, and Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle, Jeff Ross, Dave Attell.
What were they doing there?
Leslie Jones.
Just watching?
It's still a pretty wild lineup.
No,
for
that's
even-
insane.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
That's insane.
God damn, that just
Is
feels
that
like,
after their Hollywood Bowl shows or before?
Maybe.
Yeah.
It was amidst.
Was that the night Jon Stewart was there?
No, the day after.
Day after. That's cool.
Yeah.
That was I
That
just
is an
saw,
insane lineup.
Yeah.
But that is like, I mean, sometimes it's great and sometimes it's just beyond insane.
yeah.
And that happens pretty fucking often at the Comedy Store.
I was
sure.
supposed to do a set there on Friends and Family,
Uh-huh.
and then just those guys all came in one by one.
And you're like, okay, nope, I guess I'm not performing
yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
by the third name, I was like, all right, I'm going home. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
Fuck that, man. I just saw Dean Delray yesterday, and he just did like a 10-minute spot.
Where was you?
For Netflix? I was at my job.
Oh.
But he just did a 10-minute spot for Netflix that Bill Burr hosted. So it's like Bill Burr's friends or whatever.
Yeah.
Friends who kill.
Yeah. So that should be pretty cool. I didn't realize that was going on during the Netflix is a joke shit.
I don't even think this is a real festival. I swear they're just throwing logos up on regular shows.
Yeah.
There's like shows
Yeah,
in the
well,
lab. You're like,
They've
oh,
like
I'm on this
flooded the
festival.
city with people to perform,
That's
but
kind of-
like they're reaching out to like Seth Rogen's not going to do a show in LA other than for something like this. Like Seth Rogen did
he
a
did
giant
that
like
table
table
read,
reading.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did like 5 table reads.
That's pretty cool.
Were you gonna say it's like South by?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's similar.
It's exactly like South
100%.
by. Some of them are official, some are not, but you never can tell if they're actual South by shows. But there's not like a universal badge or wristband for like that would get you into every show, which
No,
would be cool if they did
it's
that.
all
like
individual
$1,000
tickets.
and you can go to every single show. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Yeah.
I have a friend who works
Not
for
that I can afford that.
or my girlfriend has a friend who works for Netflix, and I was like, let's get some. I guess the only show I wanted to see is where that dude gets his arm broken by Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
They do it every night.
Yeah, they do every night.
He's double jointed.
Yeah.
He's just a Subway performer. You know those Subway contortionists. I hate that.
Yeah,
You don't like that?
either.
It makes me want to throw up.
When you can see like the shoulder blade shift, so
There
that
was
they
something
can, like,
else
do,
that was
yeah, I don't like
grossing you
that.
out the other day that we were talking about, and you were like, "I don't like this. I don't
It's
like
a lot
this."
of stuff.
Yeah,
It's not the stuff that should.
yeah. But I think it
Gross
was
me out.
something like that.
Like I
What
could be
was
a
it?
surgeon, no problem.
Really?
But the contortionist for some reason makes me throw up.
Yeah, or those people that perform for. They always get like the same few people to be like the monsters in movies because they can like
Oh,
walk
yeah.
all fucking
Yeah,
weird and
yeah.
stuff. Like, how many movies have people walking in crab walk, like the fully
it's-
backwards crab walk, and it's like scary? It's like not that scary anymore.
It's really not. I mean, you got
Circusy.
The Exorcist, which is probably the first
Which
to do it.
that they cut it out of the original one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
also fucked that girl's back up.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah, I'm
so
sure.
you can get a cut of it now with that clip, but it was like too much back then. People walking like that is
Jesus.
too creepy.
But I feel like Korean and Japanese movies started doing
Oh,
it,
yeah.
and then when we started remaking those movies,
Yeah.
like The Ring
Yeah.
and
The Grudge.
Juwan, I couldn't think of the fucking English name for it, Juwan. But yeah, it was like every little kid.
Juwanna Man was a Korean movie.
Yeah, Juwanna. That would be a fucking sick like collaboration. Why don't they do that? Like mix 2 different movies and make a whole new
Juwanna
movie.
Saw.
Yeah, Juwanna Saw would be fucking sick.
Well, they do kind of Alien versus Predator, and
That doesn't count.
that's
I mean,
a
it
mix
counts
of
like
movies. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies or whatever they yeah,
did.
yeah. Abraham Lincoln
Zombie
vampire.
Hunt. Yeah, that doesn't
vampire
count
film.
though. That's lame.
That's lame.
I want to. Yeah, I want.
Because movies
something
are
more-
expensive. That's why they don't do it. Because that will
I
probably
guess,
bomb.
Yeah. Oh yeah, millions of dollars.
I'm gonna spend $100 million on a bit.
Yeah.
Feels like what half the fucking movies are these days, anyways. Like some gimmick, and it's like, all right, let's just throw it out there.
I had seen you. You had posted something about. Did we already talk about this? Judd Apatow's.
Yeah,
Newer
I don't know
movie.
if we. I don't know if
Did
we
we
talked
talk
about
about
it, but
it?
it is by far.
Did
his
you watch
worst
it, Brian?
movie. The Bubble.
No.
The Bubble.
I haven't liked anything he's done in a long
There was
time.
not a scene that felt like a scene in a movie. It was the pacing was so fucking weird. Like nothing led to the next scene. It was fucking weird.
I watched it completely blind. I didn't even know it was Judd Apatow till after I finished watching it, and having worked on sets in bubbles and stuff, there were some jokes that kind of landed for me, but yeah, it's not a great movie.
Is it like a quarantine movie?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's filming a movie in a they're making a
quarantine
big
bubble.
blockbuster movie in a quarantine bubble, like in London. So like everybody gets there, has to like be in their hotel room for 2 weeks.
Yeah, and it's like Fast 9. It's like this
it's essentially
long
like
running series that they're making.
Cliff Monsters or something like that. I forget
and
what it's called.
Fucking insanely ridiculous.
The face Brian is making is like
I'm just so disgusted with him because I don't like those guys who made millions of dollars being offensive and then blast everybody after they make their $1 million for being offensive.
It's like that's all of your early
who's
work.
he blasting?
Like he really went hard on Louis C.K. about that set that leaked.
Called him hacky.
Yeah, remember that?
Oh yeah.
And he was just talking. Yeah, and I he was just like he's really like kind of softened. And so people who haven't softened now, he's just always on the side of the canceler or whatever. I hate that word.
And he's very like vocal about it. It's not like he's like in an interview here and there. It's like he always
He'll
is responding
tweet about
on
it or
Twitter.
something?
Yeah.
It's like, dude,
constantly.
you're sitting on a pile of money from gross out comedies.
Yeah.
Like it's just like maybe keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's silly.
But
I mean, other than Freaks and Geeks, literally everything he did
Yeah.
is like vulgar.
40-Year-Old Virgin would not come out this year.
No,
You know? It's a good movie. I like it. But
yeah,
whatever.
but he's not. I mean, that's why he's making movies like The Fucking Bubble.
But also,
like, it's
you have to
ridiculous.
like judge everything by it being a Netflix movie. I feel like just something that they slap on there. Like,
Have they put out a
just-
good movie, Netflix?
The Irishman.
That was theirs?
yeah,
I didn't know that was
and
theirs. Never mind.
I didn't love it, but it's
That's a great
good.
movie.
It's good. Yeah.
El Camino sucked. They put that out.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
I'll watch anything Breaking Bad, but it's not amazing. But it
see
scratched that
that.
itch a little bit. It was fine. But that's still like more AMC. I mean, it's their
Yeah.
license.
the-
It just came out on Netflix.
I do want to see the new Michael Myers,
Oh yeah,
the new Michael Myers movie.
the,
Sorry.
the dodecahedron or something
There's
like that.
it's
I
like
forget what
some
called.
weird like Illuminati
Yeah, no, it looks
style
interesting.
movie,
Yeah,
and he plays a bunch of characters.
it just came out
today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's a
today.
good mashup, though. Michael Myers as Austin Powers.
Yeah.
the shape.
He's silent the whole
Doesn't
time.
say anything.
Makes no
It
sense.
just says it's just a subtitle of "Yeah, baby" comes up. You just see his thoughts and shit. That would be fucking great.
He hates fucking too, doesn't he, Michael Myers? Like he kills people for fucking.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he's.
That's Jason hates fucking more, but
Yeah,
Michael Myers.
Jason really hates
He
fucking.
really hates fucking. Like high school fucking goes
no.
against his hero code.
I think Michael Myers originally hated his sister fucking, because she's hooking up, and then he.
because she was supposed to be babysitting, but she was.
I
leaving
love
him
when
to
my
hook up.
sisters fuck.
Oh my god.
Oh God. Yep. We've always said that about you. Brian loves that.
As a Christian,
Yeah, Christian.
Oh, they're just bringing new life into the world, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
More of my DNA, kind of.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I think that's time for some trivia.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. Let's do it.
Brian's definitely from the South. Not trivia. Beautiful.
Man, coming together.
I'm-
Feeling
It's
fine.
it's boring Bo today. I'm just caffeine only. No.
Boring. Bo. Yeah, I can mention beer without you diving into your bag to get
like
another
find one.
I'll be like, I
Do you
saw
have a near beer, Brian?
I don't have any beer. I'm sorry.
Like, I saw a deer the other day, and Bo's like reaching into
What'd you
his
say?
bag. Yeah, what the fuck? Oh shit! All right, guys, well, let's kick this off the way we always do. 1 to 100.
Okay.
On 3, the two of you give the best answer you got.
All right.
I already got a number in my head.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Is everyone ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
1, 2, 3.
51.
It's 50.
Yeah.
You went over.
You went over.
Yeah, but you did too.
You went over by exactly 50, though, so I think that you win.
That's fair.
Yeah, my number was a multiple.
Yes.
That's right. Oh, shit. Hell yeah. Well, I recently went to Six Flags on my birthday.
His real birthday.
My real birthday, not my fake birthday, which I get 2 every year, which is
He's
fun.
a Hollywood woman with a fake birthday.
That's true. Yep,
You
I
like,
just
you
turned
like Six Flags
23.
as much as Disney?
23? Yeah. I like
23
them
me.
for different reasons.
He likes roller coasters, and if you like roller coasters, you go to Six Flags.
Yeah, and it's like
There's no comparison.
it's
if
less
you're
of an
looking for roller
experience
coasters.
at Six Flags, but it's more of like a rapid pace, like getting onto rides, especially the way that I do it. Because I'll go weekdays in the morning,
And you go right first.
and I go right first.
Yeah, I always go right
because
first.
I go towards full throttle.
Do you go through the shop? That's my trick.
I usually don't.
The Looney Tunes store right there, and you pop out right there by.
Yeah, it's the full throttle. And
Full
the little-
throttle,
in
yeah,
the,
yeah.
in the little.
But I
food
skip full
area.
throttle a lot of the time.
I skip it if it's not running, because I'll go in the park as soon as they open,
Yeah.
and since I'm a member, I'll get in 15 minutes early.
Yeah,
And so some of the rides aren't even fucking running
yeah, they
yet
don't
when you go
it's
in.
bullshit.
So, but when I went recently,
Mhm.
I did skip full throttle,
Uh-huh.
and I went. I actually went straight to Superman because
Yeah,
Twisted
that's always
Colossus
smart.
wasn't open.
And
But
that line can get crazy.
Twisted Colossus is my favorite ride
Yeah,
overall.
Yes.
Number 1 favorite ride in the whole world. How many times in a row did I ride Twisted Colossus on my birthday?
is it me first?
Yeah.
Well, you
I'm
did
staring
talk
in
to
your
me
eyes.
about this, but you didn't give me a number.
Yeah, I held back on purpose,
held
just the way that
back.
you didn't tell me about Sam Jackson playing golf.
Sam Jackson is Kristen Stewart.
In Vampire, motherfucker.
I'd watch that.
White
I would,
Chicks
yeah.
2,
Yeah.
TPA.
I'm gonna go with 7.
7 is incorrect.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a row?
He's a psycho, bro.
How
It
many
might be
times
more, honestly.
in a row did I
3.
ride? 3 is incorrect.
Can we get like an over under? Or no, I guess again. I
It's
guess.
less than 10.
Okay. I'm going with 6.
Incorrect. Brian, real back and forth.
8.
8 is the right answer.
Fuck!
Breaking my previous
You're
record
so
of 6.
stupid.
How did you not know that?
Yeah, I gave you all the clues.
Yeah.
It was right there in front of your face.
Did your girlfriend ride it 8 times?
No, I go by myself.
Like the whole day alone?
And I usually only do like a half day, even a quarter day sometimes in the morning.
Quarter day.
A quarter day.
Yeah, quarter day.
Because if I get there
Is
at
this
10,
football practice?
yeah.
We're
I
doing
do
2
2
days.
days. Yeah, I go in the morning and I come back at 6 for a couple hours.
Drive over to the Red Lobster, come back.
Yeah, exactly.
Make sure I can throw up.
But no, usually on my birthday, I'll go to a theme park by myself and I'll just like hit rides really hard. Because me and my girlfriend went to Disney the day before my birthday, and we had like a chill day, just riding some stuff, ate some good food, and then Six Flags. I just went hard.
Disney has good food.
Disney
has
has
really good food.
has good food compared
They-
to Six Flags.
Well, for sure.
Yeah.
But Disney, even like 10 years ago, did not have good food. But Disneyland in particular, spent like $4 million and hired a few chefs to like redesign their entire menu just across all the parks and hotels and everything. So it's gotten pretty fucking good, actually. Especially when they do like food festivals, they'll do like specialty items and stuff. It's always like,
What's your go-to meal at Six Flags?
oh my god, at
Not
Six
eat.
Flags, I don't eat.
Yeah.
Not eat.
If under the rare circumstance that I'm there, it's
Chicken fingers.
chicken fingers and
Yeah.
fries, because
Yeah.
that's the
It's safe.
easiest and it's
It's like
safe.
a comedy club
Yes.
rule.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
Like
exactly right. Yeah.
Fucking chicken fingers. I
Yeah.
I used to be a member as well. I was as you know, we went together
We've
a couple
been there
times.
together, yes.
But the one time I took 2 hits of acid by myself and went there in the morning, and then rode every ride by like noon,
Yeah.
and I go back to my car for a little rest, and chill, and I want to go home, but I'm like tripping too hard, so I just have to go walk around Six Flags.
Hell
For
yeah.
like, it kind of became torturous though, because I'm just stuck at Six Flags. I didn't feel comfortable driving yet, so I had
No.
to kill like 4 more hours.
I know hallucinogenics. They need to find a middle ground where it's either DMT, it's like 8 seconds,
Yeah.
or
right.
acid. It's
I think
like all
mushrooms
day.
you can kind of really
It's still
control.
Yeah.
multi-hour.
I get a good
experience.
4 hours out of
Yeah.
mushrooms.
Yeah, but that would have been perfect. And I should have done 1 hit of acid, not 2 hits of
Yeah.
acid, because then I was just like in the Superman ride, you know, in that big
Yeah.
like fucking Fortress of Solitude,
Yeah.
and like the fucking hallways going on forever, and I was like, and it was hot.
Yeah, it's like a 30
walking
foot
up
hallway.
Samurai Summit in that fucking heat,
Yeah, fuck that.
dude. Yeah,
I
still a good
posted-
time.
I posted that I hiked Magic Mountain the other day because you do have to fucking like
That's a lot of walking.
hike up that shit. It's not fun.
I'm doing Universal on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah,
I might be able to go. I think we're gonna do my other podcast early. So
nice. Come join. And
I'll,
also, we'll be there most of the day. So I got 2 friends coming in from out of town.
hell yeah,
I'm
I
gonna go
love
to-
Universal too.
I haven't
yeah.
been there. In
Forgot I had
forever.
more questions.
Oh yeah, let's go.
All right, well Brian is up 1-0.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
you're
yeah.
stupid.
1-0. 1-0.
That's not why.
1-0. 1-0.
Bo doesn't know.
Bo
Fuck
don't
you.
know. All right, Bo. These next 2 questions are about my mother, who's no longer with us.
R.I.P.
Rippity rip. All right. Which of these terms for farting did my mom use?
Okay.
Toot,
Mm-hmm.
poot,
Mm-hmm.
whiff,
Mm-hmm.
or she wouldn't refer to it at all with a name?
It's kind of like a none of the above.
Juicy gassers.
I'm going.
That's a specific type of fart, I feel like.
Yeah,
I'm
juicy
going with
gasser,
poot
dude.
because that's very southern.
Is your
A
mom
woman
Southern?
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's from South Carolina?
She's from Charleston, South Carolina.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
poot is very southern.
Poot is mega Southern.
yeah. a woman in the South is saying poot, but
Taylor, did you just poot?
yeah,
I can hear it
exactly.
perfectly.
Poot is correct.
Yes, of course. I would have got it.
Yeah, you
would
would have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so
Oh,
funny.
man.
It's definitely poot.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's like in the Southern Dictionary for fart. Yeah.
It's the only word in
Yeah.
the Southern Dictionary for fart.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
uh,
Oh my god.
Taylor, you pooting in there?
He's just sitting in that room pooting up a storm.
Oh my god.
What'd you eat,
I
Tyler?
hate
You
to take.
pooting?
I don't know. I feel like I've told this story on the podcast before, but I have to tell it again. It is so fucking funny to me. So when I was living with my mom out of college, for like a year and a half, I was obviously smoking tons of weed,
Copious amounts of weed.
and where I would smoke is-
Illegally in South Carolina.
illegally in South Carolina. That is right. So, but where I would smoke is in the upstairs bathroom, which is my bathroom. And so you open the door, and it's a skinny, long bathroom. So you have a sink, and then another sink with the mirror above it, and then you go through another door, and that's where the toilet and the shower
European
is.
style.
Yeah.
A little bit like a train. Yeah, like a
European
train
on my
style.
boot.
And so
Redneck Dictionary.
So I would go in there every time I would smoke. I would go through all the way to the second door, close both doors, turn the fan on, smoke.
Dryer sheet with the paper towel roll.
I didn't even fuck
sploof?
with it. I didn't even. I just turned the fan on and just hit it. And so, at one time after I smoked, I went downstairs. My mom was cooking, and she goes, "Sweetie, we might need to take you to the doctor." And I was like, "What?" She's like, "Your poops have been smelling just weird, like almost like a skunk." Like, I think you might have a problem with like your intestines,
Yeah.
and like maybe your diet we need to switch up. And I was like, I had this, I was like, my best acting abilities ever to keep a straight face. That she kept saying my poops smell like
It's been
skunk,
bad. It's been bad, Mom.
which is
Taylor, your poop smells like OG Afghan Kush.
yeah, exactly.
What the hell are you
Like,
eating?
and that was in the era where you're calling weed skunk, like you're calling that shit skunky. And so, yeah, she.
But do you think
That was like a whole thing.
Was
And
she
then,
that naive about weed?
Yes. And then she
Wow.
found my weed in the bathroom like a month later, and I had a ½ ounce of weed. She calls my brother and asks what it is.
What?
Yeah, she had no idea.
That's crazy.
And so
my mom knew right off the bat. I got caught like so many times.
Yeah, that was the only time I got caught, but I was already like 22
Yeah.
or whatever.
No, I was getting caught at like 16. My mom was drug testing me when I was like 15 and 16
Holy
and
shit.
stuff.
God damn.
Yeah. But she like
I need you to poot in this cup.
it's not how it works, Mom.
She's like,
my mom's not Southern.
she
though,
just like
so she
kneels
wouldn't say
down.
poot.
Just kneels down to your ass. She's like, I'm gonna smell your poop. I'm gonna smell it, and then I'll know.
No, dude. Yeah, she would drug test me, and we had yellow paper. What's it called when it's on the wall?
Yellow paper.
Wallpaper?
That's
If you rewind that sentence, all the answers were in it. We call that paper you put on a wall.
Oh my god, you asked it so horribly. I like didn't know for a second. I was like, what is the shit you put on a wall?
I haven't drank today. I don't know why my brain isn't
God,
working.
yeah.
So we had yellow wallpaper, and I got yellow food coloring and just wiped it in certain yellow places on the wall. And so when I'd get drug tested, I would just scoop water out of the toilet, lick my finger, dip it in the cup, and it'd be yellow, and it worked every time.
Oh
Wait, really?
God.
Yeah, because they were the cheap ones. They don't worry about like body temperature or anything like that. So,
Interesting.
yeah, it just come up as negative for everything. But I was only smoking weed. I wasn't doing
Holy
anything
shit.
crazy.
Is your mom like she was really anti-weed?
Well, I got arrested for smoking weed when I was 17. And so she just really wanted to keep me out of trouble. She thought I was going down the wrong path. We talk about it now, and she's like, I'm sorry I was so, like, crazy about it. But at the same time, I think she was doing
Damn.
and my dad wasn't really in the picture at that time. So she was, like, trying to do as much for me to, like, get me to go to college or,
Right.
you know, I was sneaking out all the time. I was doing stand-up at 16, just driving into Houston without telling her where I was and everything. Like I just was like, she was like, where the fuck is this kid? I would disappear for the whole weekend, turn off my phone, and just be with my friends and stuff. So I was just like, she was
You're a
like,
bad
what the
kid.
fuck is this kid doing? And so she was just trying to keep tabs on me.
This
Love
is
you, Mom.
'cause
Mwah.
I will string up a fucking kid if I got to do that. Like that would make me lose my mind.
But that's the thing. Like I was like bigger than her, so it's not like a dad that can be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Kind of push you
No,
around.
yeah, I
Like
know.
she can't. She was like just really worried about me. You know?
Damn. Is that when were you drinking at the time?
Oh
Like,
yeah, yeah.
When you were young. Damn.
But like when I could, it's hard to drink at that age. Like you'd get alcohol at a party maybe,
Yeah.
but like I'm not like
I think it was easier
drinking
to
at
find
home.
weed in high
yeah,
school.
it's
than-
very easy to find weed. Everybody
Crazy.
sold
Yeah.
weed.
You can't drink responsibly as a kid.
No.
It's like you get like a pint of vodka and down it when
Yeah,
you get a
Yeah.
chance.
and just
exactly.
throw
They're
up.
hammered.
You're throwing
Yeah.
up half the night.
Yeah.
I remember like going to high school parties, and it almost always ended with multiple people puking. You know.
Oh, 100%. That I mean, that's a big reason why I stopped drinking is because anytime I did, I would throw up.
Yeah.
Even if I had like a few beers, it's like, it's fucking.
I don't
just
think
made me
until
feel
college
bad.
that I even had kind of a control of it. And I was like, these fucking kids throwing up everywhere. And I was like in the exact same spot like a week before.
That's like anytime you learn something new
Yeah.
that you didn't know yesterday, and
Yeah.
somebody like brings it up the next day. It's like, well, let me explain
Yeah,
to you how
yeah.
smart I am.
just learned this
Yeah.
yesterday.
That's like anytime I learn something new, I'm like, I can't wait to apply this in a conversation with some
Make-
fucking idiot.
Make someone look
Yeah.
stupid.
Oh fuck! Oh shit!
Yeah,
we got a
still-
tiebreaker.
Still got questions. I got to poot.
It's 1-1.
One to
poot
one.
one.
This is the
I got
tiebreaker.
you.
Yeah.
We're gonna ask at the same time. You guys can give me your answer, and we'll go from there. My mom grew up on the beaches in South Carolina. She grew up in Folly Beach, South Carolina,
Okay.
and she owned a horse
Mm-hmm.
that I don't know its name.
Oh.
I don't know his name.
Poot.
I was
It's
just
Poot.
his name. Poot. All right, Poot the horse died. In what way? Were they hit by a car?
Gettysburg.
Normandy.
Were they hit by a car? Were they struck by lightning?
Damn, getting hit by a car is like gonna fuck the person up.
I saw a moose get hit by a car.
Oh no,
Oh
that's
my
deadly.
God.
It was
That's deadly.
when I was on the freeway in Maine. It took out its legs and it fell on top of the car and it crushed the car.
Oh yeah,
Holy shit.
I don't know what
Yeah.
happened. And
they're
we just passed
what,
by
like
it.
That's
800
insane.
pounds or
They're
something?
More than that.
enormous. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
like
Enormous.
1,200 pounds.
Dude,
How big's a moose?
the craziest one.
Here's your sound.
Here's your moose. The craziest thing I ever saw like that was I was driving through Colorado for the first time, and a bear jumped over the median wall, ran in front of me, and ran into the side of another car, did a tumble, and then just kept going off into the woods.
He's like nailed it.
wow, it was fucking crazy. I
nailed
pulled
it.
up next to the guy that got hit by the bear. And I was like, yo, that was insane. Oh, my God. And he was just looking at me like, I live in Colorado.
Yeah,
dude.
this is
like, this is normal.
Where are you from?
Shit for me.
Southern boy.
And so, yeah, I was like, that shit was crazy to me.
Dude, a male moose can weigh up to 1,500 pounds.
Holy
That was close.
fuck.
Yeah, 840 to 1,500.
No, I said 1,200 the second time.
Yeah, female 400 to 1,100.
Okay.
God damn, a female has that's a crazy range.
That's a big difference.
400 to 1100?
Those
Yeah.
antlers are heavy, and the
But they don't
female
have 'em, do
moose
they?
don't have. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, gotcha.
Huh.
My bad.
Interesting. All
But
right.
not at 800 pounds. But they're it's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they weigh about 150 pounds.
Probably.
The antlers.
When
or-
they're born? Oh, the antlers.
Yeah. Are they called antlers when it's a moose? I think it's
Yeah.
called something else.
Oh, are they? I don't know.
I
I
don't-
grew
it
up in
depends.
Maine. I have no
Antlers?
idea. They're everywhere.
It's a drop time.
All right. How did this horse die?
Oh yeah.
Car.
Uh huh.
Lightning.
Uh huh.
Drowned.
Uh huh.
Spontaneous combustion.
And it's Brian's pick first,
It's
right?
both of you guys are tied, so both of you guys can give me your answer.
No, I got to pick first last time, so he gets to give an answer.
Lightning.
Who makes the rules?
Lightning.
You do.
Struck by lightning.
Bo, what do you think?
Drowned. You're by the beach.
The answer is struck by lightning.
Fuck! You're so smart, dude.
That horse sinned.
And it sure did.
Yo, what blasphemy was it preaching?
He was like, if I'm not allowed to fuck the other horses, strike me dead, God. I was like,
Antlers. They're called antlers.
They are called antlers. Okay.
Yep.
Or paddles.
paddles?
Yeah, because they're
Oh, yeah.
more
'cause they
paddly.
got- yeah, I get that. They're a little more paddly.
They're much paddlier.
You could definitely, like, row a boat.
Oh, you could row a boat with those things. Now, if you had a 10-point buck, you're not going to want to use that.
No.
No, you're not.
No.
I could get anywhere.
It's gonna
But you
just
could
ride.
stir. You could stir something.
You could stir shit.
You could stir some shit.
You could make a knife out of it.
A knife out of it.
I had a antler knife. That's just Southern stuff.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
just we just
Did
we
you
just
get
be
that for
pooting and
graduating high
kniving.
school?
No, when my grandpa died, I got it.
When he took his last poot, he
He
said,
said, "Here's your sign.
Here's your knife.
Here's your knife."
I hope when Bill Engvall dies, he like left a lot of signs to his family. And the fucking lawyer just has to be like, "Here's your sign."
Here's
And
your
here's
sign.
your sign.
The sign says.
But they're all crying. Here's your sign.
And it just says, "I'm an idiot." Right? Is that what the sign is?
Basically,
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Here's your "I'm an idiot" sign.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That
Oh
should
yeah,
be a
that
suit.
is what it is. Completely forgot that that's the
Here's your
setup.
sign.
Yeah, his tombstone should just be like a real estate sign.
Yeah.
That says, "I'm an idiot."
Yeah.
yeah,
Remax on
yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
With his headshot, like the real estate agent.
That would be the shit.
I'm an idiot. 1962 to 2040.
When was he
God,
born?
now I can't wait until Bill Engvall dies.
Whoa. It's gonna be a tough day for the boys.
Bill Engvall was born in 1957.
Yeah, I would have guessed 50s.
Holy fuck. Do you ever like think about trying to create like a gimmick like that for
Bruce
your
and I,
stand-up?
Bruce Gray and I used to do the Boone Cousins. And we would go on stage
What
as
is
cousins. The Boone Cousins.
I like it. Go on.
You just say a joke and then say boom.
And we would just rip.
Boom.
No, Boone.
Oh, Boone cousin.
Yeah, the Boone, not the Boom
Should be the
Cousins.
boom cousins.
Boone Cousins? What up? We're the Boone Cousins.
We fuck.
We fuck each other's
We
pussies.
fuck each other.
We're cousins, and we fuck each other. And you're watching
my
CMT.
I'm Putin, and I'm just over here Putin.
Putin poon.
Oh
I accidentally said boom at an airport once when I handed them my bag.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I was flying back to Texas, and I had a huge bag. And you had to carry. It was a small airport, so you had to carry it from check-in to where where you give them your bag. And when I put it down, it was like really heavy. I was like, oh, boom. Like, I don't know why I said that. And then I had smoked weed on the way, and they're like, we're going to need to test your hands when I'm going through security. And I was like, they're going to know about the weed. And they were testing it for bomb materials. I was like, cool.
Yeah, when they rub your hands with that little paper.
Yeah, exactly.
When I was a kid, that was always stressful because I built bombs.
Yeah.
As a kid, like
Pipe bombs, yeah.
little bombs.
Yeah, just little ones.
Yeah, little bombs.
Yeah, I've never had my fingers tested.
Don't say boom at an airport, you probably won't.
Must be nice being so white.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I didn't fly for a long time, and then I was afraid that
I could see you getting pulled
having
out of a
beard,
line.
people are gonna pull me out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel my beard like they do black women.
Yeah.
Feel their hair.
Oh, yeah.
That shit's pretty normal. Dickheads.
You've never been pulled out of a line?
I'm stupid. That's what the sign says.
Oh,
I'm stupid.
Here's your sign.
Yeah.
Here's your sign.
I could definitely think people could see this and think Middle Eastern.
I did before I met you. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, I have...
Because it's a specific kind of... You have an extra long beard, XL.
I mean, it's pretty short right now. This
Yeah.
is the shortest I've had in a long time.
This is pretty
actually.
short for you.
Muhammad would not approve of the mustache part, though.
That's true.
Oh,
I'd have to
yeah.
get rid of that. But, you know, I actually, in the Orlando airport...
He's trying to blend in. He's got a mustache.
The only... I was walking in the Orlando airport, like, this must have been like 4 or 5 years ago now, but I'm walking down the hallway, I'm just looking at my phone, and I just hear someone scream... N-word terrorist.
And you were like,
And I was
who
like-
are they saying that to?
Yeah, I was like, oh my God.
N-word terrorists?
But they said the N-word.
Yeah. I just
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
make sure.
And
I didn't know if you said inward. Like,
Inward.
Like you're a terrorist
No.
to yourself.
No, the N-word and then terrorist.
Yeah.
To you.
Well, I
You
didn't
didn't
realize
realize
it.
it.
I was like, Jesus Christ. And I looked around, and it's just me and one other guy in the hallway. And I was just
You're like him?
all right. Yeah. I was like,
Tourette's, maybe?
I don't know. I just kept walking.
You didn't
but
say, I'm white.
I'm white, bro. I'm a fellow Aryan. Yeah, no, but that was an interesting.
Yeah, you look Tunisian to me.
That's in Africa.
Yep. It sure is.
I know African nations. Oh my God, I did do a thing with my girlfriend where you just try to name as many countries in Africa as you can, and holy shit, am I dumb? Because there are like a lot,
And they
I only knew,
changed,
like-
too.
Well, not that often.
No, they did since I was in high school. I did the map recently, and there are a bunch that I hadn't even heard the name of. Because I used to know a good fucking number of them.
You studied it previously?
Geography class, yeah.
Yeah, I love geography. I love maps. When I was a
Yeah.
kid, I would ask for atlases for my
Yeah.
birthday.
Oh shit! Damn,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
I don't think I could name very many, but I bet I could hit 15.
Yeah, I could definitely hit 15.
I don't think I got more than 10. Honestly, I felt pretty bad.
It'd be the
about
most
it.
boring podcast ever. I'm tempted.
Yeah, we
We're
just start.
trying to do it right now.
I'm gonna do it by myself.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there was that thing that was going around during, like real quarantine COVID. That was like, you type in as many countries in the world as you can, and it would like fill in the map as you typed it in. It's pretty cool. So, I don't know. And you don't have to know where they are. You just have to type the
Just
name in,
know
and it
what they are,
You
that
just
they
have to
exist.
know the name. Yeah.
Do you have to know how to spell them? Because I
don't remember.
I would have failed on Cote d'Ivoire.
Cote d'Ivoire,
Yeah.
the Ivory Coast. You could have just written that.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but yeah, C-O with a circumflex over it. C apostrophe O with the, is that right? With an O with the triangle thing over it. T-E-D apostrophe I-V-O-R-E. I think.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That is correct,
Yeah.
Bo.
Yeah. It's French.
Yeah, we
Is
know.
French.
We know.
Settled by the French. No big deal.
No
I know
big
how to
deal.
say something in French. Quelque chose. That means something in French.
I don't know that one.
Ménage à trois.
That means 3 people fucking.
Yeah. How about l'ordinateur?
I don't know that.
Computer.
How do you
Oh, yeah,
say
because
poop?
they come up with a word for everything. They refuse to adopt.
Une agrafeuse.
Water.
No, I think that's stapler.
Fuck that. All right, we're dumb.
We're dumb.
Do you have any
Yeah,
news?
I have a couple.
What is on your pants?
That is just some fuzz.
Oh, okay.
That's
Put it
just
back.
some fuzz.
Put it back. Don't lose it.
Okay, putting the fuzz back. Alrighty. Yeah, I got a couple news stories. How are we doing on time?
49 minutes.
Okay, we're doing just fine. This one I was telling Taylor about before. U.S. man who got first pig heart transplant dies after 2 months. How do you think he died? I already told you.
Yeah, I already made the joke that we both thought of.
He ate a poisonous apple.
You're a nut. No, he died of like a pig disease.
Did he really?
Yeah, he
like
died of-
trichinosis or some shit?
It says it. I read it, but I couldn't pronounce it. It's a tough word.
He died in a truffle digging accident.
Well, he said swine flu.
Yeah.
But yeah, he died of a pig disease. So I thought that was pretty funny, keeping it with the animal theme.
I mean, did everything work other than the disease?
Yeah, he was fine for 2 months. It was a pig heart that had been, I don't know if through stem cells, grown into a more human heart thing, is what I was reading.
That
like a
is
hybrid?
Not what God.
Yeah, God did not like that. He definitely went to hell, and the doctors did too.
No, God was like, you know what, man? As long as y'all boys don't be fucking each other.
He died of some hoofed fucking infection.
But
Freaks.
so prior attempts had failed because the body rejected the animal organ, but then it had worked, and then he dies 2 months later. I think he was up and about. I'm not sure.
They didn't like test the heart for the disease, or did it like develop once they put it inside of him?
That I don't know. But
That just seems like a stupid. If it was already a diseased heart,
Robin Williams had like some horse valves put in his heart.
well, they had tried in 1984. Baby Faye, a dying California infant, lived 21 days with a baboon heart. So
weird.
there's that.
Thanks, Rafiki.
21 days of just torture.
Yeah,
Right?
The
It's like
chest
that
didn't even
South Park
heal
thing.
yet. Yeah.
Sorry, we replaced your heart with a baked potato.
Yeah, you just have
10
like
seconds
the
to live.
animalistic instincts of a fucking baboon as a baby.
Oh, that's definitely what happens. This kind of goes back to we were talking about the Catholic Church or the church in general imposing their beliefs on. You said China, right? Was like the biggest growing Christian.
No, South America and Africa.
South America and Africa. Well, this guy says China, this Vatican bishop says China is the best implementer of Catholic social doctrine. So China's killing it with their Catholicism, and we need to live up to that level.
Wait, isn't that the place that like forces abortions and shit?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, now we're going to be able to do that too, since Roe vs. Wade got overturned.
Thank God. No, that is crazy. But has it officially been overturned,
No,
or just
that was a draft rule.
Yeah,
draft?
I don't think it's been officially, but all these fucking doofuses not understanding that overturning Roe vs. Wade would give way to actually being able to implement mandatory abortions. Like Roe vs. Wade is separating the government from telling a woman what she can be able to do, and that's telling her to get an abortion and telling her that she can't get an abortion.
I'm confused.
So Roe vs. Wade,
I might be one of these idiots you're describing.
yeah, Roe vs. Wade is a precedent set in a Supreme Court case that says that the government cannot tell a woman what she is going to do with her reproductive system in having a baby or not having a baby.
Okay.
So taking that away allows the government to implement a mandatory abortion system. Obviously, they would have to go through all these
But
sort
is
of
that
hoops and
what
stuff.
you think that they're trying to do? It seems like just
Probably
far
liberal
right.
They're
California.
They're trying to no. They're trying to get rid of Roe vs. Wade so that they can make abortion illegal.
Yeah.
But that is a guise, and it's opening up way more options than just making abortion illegal.
I don't know, because it's the far right trying to do this, so I think they're just trying to end abortion.
Right. But
legal abortion.
But they
He's
don't
just saying it
realize
opens
that
doors they don't
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
and it's opening a door to do the exact opposite of what they're trying to do. They're trying to make abortion illegal, but what they're doing is just giving the government more control on not even the legality of abortion, but what can be forced upon us. You
I
can
get
be
what you're
forced to have
saying.
a baby, and you can also be forced to have an abortion. That is literally the duality of what Roe vs. Wade was protecting.
Well, I didn't know that.
I saw a forced abortion in 2016.
Yeah? How are they?
They were
They
sick.
opened for Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah. They opened for Dying Fetus.
No,
It was
they-
like a theme tour.
What was your band's name?
Incestuous Necrophilia.
Oh, yeah. Were they on that tour?
No.
The Family Values Tour? Zing! Brought it back. Boom.
Zing it a zing zing.
This one is just more about the GOP,
Fun.
the grand old party. Indiana man charged with murder and the death of his wife wins Republican primary from jail.
From jail.
Yeah.
All right.
You got a joke for that one, Brian?
Has that ever happened before? Somebody winning a political primary? I mean, I guess Marion Barry kind of.
But so he got
Does it say
He-
what his wife did? To
she
him?
was lippy, I hear. No, I don't know.
She had an abortion.
Well, obviously, if he was charged or if he was found guilty of the homicide, he wouldn't be able to be.
It just says he was only charged.
He's only been charged, yeah, and he's still in jail. But he won
Wait, is
22.
he awaiting trial?
Yeah, he won 22% of the
He's got
vote,
nothing else to
which
do.
is only 60 votes, though. It was 200, so it's a small electoral race. I don't even. I mean, we know it's in Indiana, so But yeah, Andrew Wilhoit, 40, of Lebanon, Indiana, which is a funny name, is charged with felony murder, accused of killing his wife, Elizabeth Nikki Wilholt, 41, in March. He allegedly hit her in the head with a blunt object and dumped her body at a nearby creek in March, Indiana State Police say. An autopsy by Boone County coroners.
Boone County.
Boone Cousins.
Yeah.
Were y'all there?
Yeah, we were there.
Yeah. But so it would be it was for the primary election for one of 3 open seats on the Clinton Township Board. So it's not a huge office, but at the same time, and he only got 60 votes out of 276, but that's 22% of the votes in Lebanon.
How many
Lebanon,
people were running
Indiana.
if 22 votes got you the win?
60 votes got him
Or
22%.
22%
So probably
got him the
3.
win.
Well, there's 3 open seats. So I don't know. But, I mean,
That's
if convicted of
insane.
murder, he'll be disqualified. So that's the grand old party for you.
Hey,
Good to know.
Liberty has a way.
Yeah.
Liberty bibberty.
Life and liberty have a way.
Well, shout out to Nikki Hoyt. I mean, it's tough sledding when you're...
Will Hoyt.
Well, no, Nikki Hoyt's the wife.
Will Hoyt is their last name.
Oh, Will Hoyt.
Will Hoyt?
Will Hoyt. Nikki Will Hoyt.
I'm looking her up right now. She spells it Nikki.
Yeah.
That's tough sledding.
Yeah.
You know, if you got Nikki on your birth certificate, you're in for maybe a tough
Well, it's a
life.
nickname
Yeah.
now, so it's probably not on her birth certificate.
She's like Nikki Six, dude.
Yeah, hell yeah. Not to impose anything, but I bet she has one of those really nice haircuts that one of those. Like Nikki has one of these haircuts, you know, like
Yeah.
a Karen
A Karen haircut.
Yeah.
Like a
Nikki in Indiana has a
like
Karen
a Fall Out
haircut.
Boy early 2000s.
Yeah. One
haircut.
side a
Yeah.
little bit, yeah.
It's askew.
But R.I.P. to Nikki.
He looks like a hitman for like an Albanian mom.
Oh, he looks gnarly, and
Yeah,
he
dude.
definitely did it.
I honestly, sometimes the picture tells the whole story. You see the mugshot, you're like, yeah, he put this bitch in a river.
Yeah.
This guy's a murderer.
Yeah. Just started watching the dramatized version of The Staircase last night
Oh,
with
did you?
Nikki Collette.
Dude, Jasmine told
Another
me.
Nikki.
Jasmine
Wait, is it
told me that
Tony Collette? Sorry, Tony Collette. And,
I didn't even realize they were
yeah.
doing that, and Jasmine told me that she was like the poster has a fucking owl on it,
Well,
which is the we
Oh,
talked
yeah,
about
the
on this
owl
podcast
theory.
about the owl theory.
fucking don't believe the owl theory. But so you know, did you all both watch the
I watched.
Brian?
it,
Did you
yeah.
watch the documentary The Staircase?
No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Let me
No
give
wor-
him a little rundown.
little
because
rundown.
it's fucking hilarious. Okay, so a novelist calls the police because he's found his wife dead at the bottom of the stairs, bloodied, tons of
Head exploded, bloody.
basically, yeah. I mean, tons of
In real
cuts and
life.
stuff.
Yeah, in
Yes,
real life. This is a documentary that was
tons
on
of
Netflix.
cuts and stuff on the back of her head,
Yeah.
blood everywhere at the bottom of a staircase. Calls the police, obviously, blah, blah, blah. And then he is the main suspect.
Yeah.
And then it comes out pretty quick that the mother of his adopted children, also, who he was very close friends with, also was found dead by him at the bottom of a staircase.
Well, that was never found true. They said she had a brain aneurysm, and that's. But both.
No, hold on. He found her dead at the bottom of a staircase.
Yes, agreed.
That is not debatable.
Found by him. Sorry, I thought you said
Found by him, and then
killed by him.
obviously this plays into it more.
But he's very wealthy, and so he has like a dream team of attorneys.
And also probably a giant stairwell if he's rich.
Yeah.
No, it was like a back stairwell. It was like kind of like a butler
It's basically
stairwell.
you have two stairs that go up this way and then turns and then goes up there. So the idea is that she went up a few stairs and then fell and hit the wall.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole like story about the original woman dying at the bottom of the staircase and then he adopted their children and then got all of the money from them. Because the dad dies, and then the mom is left, and then dies, and then the kids get adopted. So he gets all the money from them, from their family, and then the exact same thing happens with his new wife, that he gets a ton of money from her dying.
And I think he uses that money for his defense.
Yes, you are correct.
Yeah. And, okay, so in the dramatized version, well, there's also a gay angle to it. He's been seeing these men at hotels and stuff, and supposedly she knew about it, and it was like, he was like bisexual or whatever. But it's played by, the dramatized version is played by Colin Firth. And in the first episode, Colin Firth, and he's doing this guy's voice really well. He's like, so are you ready to get that ass pounded? And then it just cuts, and he has like a pipe in his mouth, and it just cuts away right after that. And they're like, if you didn't know the story, it's just like, I don't know. That's how they set up. He's gay also.
That's so funny.
Are you ready to get that ass pounded?
It's got to be based off of some of those real emails, because some of the emails they read,
for sure.
it's
They're
fucking
gnarly.
Hilarious.
They're pretty gnarly.
Maybe he just has a fetish for clumsy girls.
Yeah, maybe.
And, well, she did have he does have a defense, obviously, to a degree. And then there's this whole owl theory that she was attacked by an owl, and that's where all the cuts came from, blah, blah, blah. And she did have a pretty high blood alcohol level, so she could have slipped. So all of this feeds into his defense. And you do kind of question a little bit, but at the end of the day, you're like,
Did
lightning
the real
only
guy,
strikes so many times, and this seems pretty fucking fishy.
Did the real guy ever go to jail?
Yes.
He did, and then he got out.
He went to jail for quite some time, and then they did like a plea deal where he had to
Alfred plea.
Yeah, where he basically admits to it, and then they let him out. It was very odd.
An Alfred plea is what the West Memphis 3 also had to do, and means you can never sue the state for, like, say you were in prison for a long time, you know you were innocent, you can't sue the state for money back. But an Alfred plea basically says that you agree that the prosecutor has enough evidence to find you guilty, but you're still saying that you're innocent.
You're maintaining your innocence.
Yeah, exactly. And Pam also did that. If you all watched,
oh really?
From The Office?
yeah, Pam Dawson from The Office.
She kills Jim in the finale.
Pam,
that would be the
Pam
shit.
Hupp, who murdered her friend and tried to frame the friend's husband on it.
Yeah.
Something about Pam. I don't know if you saw it.
How many murders get convicted? What's the conviction rate on a murder?
Well, I think it's pretty low if we're talking about murders in general. Murders of a spouse, I would say pretty fucking high.
Pretty high.
Yeah.
I think because anytime a married person is murdered, the first suspect is their spouse. Always, no matter
But
what.
I would say random murders, it's very, very low. Like, just in general, street murders.
Yeah, I mean, if you
I bet
watch
it's
the first
under
48,
yeah, exactly. I bet it's like 12%.
Constantly they're just not getting enough to stay on the case.
But murders of people you know, man, that has to be like 85%.
Yeah.
Interesting. So it says that 50 to 69% of murders are solved, whatever that means.
That's pretty high. That's higher than I would have thought.
Or at least someone is convicted.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're solved.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. If you're sitting at home thinking about what crime, I would say rob a bank. That's got the lowest.
Yeah, not only I think people get greedy and they're like, that worked fine, and then they go to another.
Plus, you only get like 10 G's from robbing a bank these days. You know what, the Italian anarchists, they were robbing banks back in the day a lot, and so the banks stopped keeping money. So you know what they moved to? They started robbing movie theaters on opening nights.
Oh, damn.
And they were making tons of money doing that.
Crazy.
Well, and armored vehicles.
Brinks
were really,
trucks.
yeah, those were big for a while for the Providence, Rhode Island mob. I was just listening to a podcast on them, and they just started only doing that for a while.
Interesting.
Made a shit ton of money.
To Cavalcanti family.
It was about the mayor who was kind of caught up in.
Yeah.
Is that the same stuff?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if I got the boss right, but yeah, that mayor is hilarious.
Yeah, he's nuts, and people had his back till the end.
Yeah.
The city.
He went to jail, came out, got elected again, just like Marion Barry.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, I remember that one group that was driving up and stealing DVD players out of the back of semi trucks. I think it was
that'd be tough to even sell those.
Yeah, it was Paul Walker and Vin Diesel.
Oh yeah, that's how it originally was.
They're stealing DVD players.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
And they're driving pretty shitty cars compared to what they drive in
Honda Civics.
Yeah, Honda Civics
that have
and Supras and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Supra is a badass.
Supras are cool.
Supra's a badass car.
Patriarcha family, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Raymond Patriarcha.
Raymond Patriarcha. Yeah.
Patriarcha.
And he'd just sit outside on a lawn chair outside. He had a little arcade essentially, and that was his. It was a washing, a laundromat and arcade, and that was his big headquarters. But he ran all of Rhode Island
and
mob.
Massachusetts.
Just Massachusetts in general. You're right, and at least the Italian side of the mob.
Yeah.
Damn.
On the Hill or something. There was some neighborhood called the Hill or.
Yeah, that was. Well, there were two hills. There was there was Capitol Hill on one side, and then the Mob Hill on the other side, or something like that.
Yeah.
Did you what did you learn about?
I've consumed so much mafia content. I don't even know where I absorbed this.
Crime Town.
Buddy Cianci.
Yeah, Buddy Cianci. Yeah. You're it's in big letters on your laptop.
Patriarcha.
This is my family in New York.
Yeah. Cianci. Yeah, Buddy Cianci.
Damn.
But Crime Town, that podcast, not to plug other podcasts, but they do a whole season 1 on the patriarch. Well, it's all about Buddy Cianci, actually. But very interesting stuff.
I love mafia content.
It's so good.
Because it's honestly it's just psychology.
Yeah.
It's real fun. I actually get more out of when they talk about their sit downs where they're trying to get something from somebody, and they talk about the negotiations and the sit downs. That's more interesting to me than the murders.
Oh yeah.
It's so much more interesting to manipulate something out of somebody than to kill it out of them.
For sure.
You know?
Well, it's just so crazy how entrenched into the government it really is. It's they own it's always waste management or something like that, or the garbage, or and once they control the garbage and and they have to work with these mob figures to get anything done.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's insane.
Well, it's once
they own the unions, they own all this shit.
Yeah, once the government sees who has the power among the people, they try to get control of that so that they can pull back some of that power.
Yeah, all they do now is online gambling.
Yeah, right.
There's really not much.
It's not as fun.
Yeah, they're digital bookmakers now. There's not a lot of stuff
that isn't as fun.
Who wants to play video poker?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not as fun.
Fuck that. Well, all right, guys. I think we've come to an end.
We come to an end.
I feel like this was a good one.
Yeah, we're awesome.
I feel so good right now.
I feel so
I love podcasting in the morning.
Yeah?
I like it better than at night.
I like it as well.
Well, we haven't done many at night, but the last one was midday.
He probably does.
Yeah, you probably do.
I do a whole spectrum.
Yeah.
I fuck guys. I fuck horses. The whole spectrum.
Lightning.
Lightning. I fuck lightning.
Scimitar, Minotaur.
I fucking poot in your face.
Cerebrus, the three-headed dog at the river of Styx. Yeah, I fucked it.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God,
That's
guys.
a good dog. That's a good dog.
All right.
The
Thank
middle
you for
dog, not so
watching.
good.
Shut the fuck up. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, WWWM and on YouTube, What's Wrong With Me Podcast.
Yeah,
Please
What's Wrong
watch
With
the
Me
videos.
Like and subscribe.
We put a lot of time and effort into this.
Yeah.
And, check it out. Bo, you got Bo's Backyard coming up?
We're trying to figure out one before the big one. You
got one in May, right?
No, the big one is July 10th, but we're trying to do one in May.
Okay.
I think May 15th, but follow me at at Bo's Backyard Burgers LA on Instagram to find that, or just follow me at Bone Thugs and eHarmony. That has a link to Bo's Backyard, and it has a link to the YouTube channel. So follow all that. That'd be awesome. I think that's it. Brian, what you got?
I got a bunch of stuff, but the show I'm fired up about is we're bringing back Comedian Cinema Club on
hell yeah.
Wednesday, July 15th. Wait, hold on. Wednesday, July 13th.
He's going through a giant calendar right now.
It should be on a wall somewhere.
Or on a
I
desk.
keep it right here.
Yeah.
But my phone, I don't keep up with my phone.
No, I like a
calendar.
physical calendar.
I need a physical calendar.
Yeah.
They say I learned in college that if your brain doesn't remember things that you type as much as it does when you write it down.
Yeah, I've heard that.
So, yeah, I heard that too. I
heard it.
You think you're educating me? I know everything you know and more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wednesday, July 13th, where 6 comedians reenact a movie from memory. I don't know what we're gonna do a summer movie. I'm not sure what one.
Like a blockbuster.
Yeah.
Like a Top Gun.
Top Gun, Born on the 4th of July.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
No, that would be sad. Born on the 4th of July is just Lieutenant Dan the movie.
I'll
Right?
do Air Force One. That'd be fun.
That would be fun. Right?
Harrison Ford.
Con Air maybe.
Yeah,
Con
Con
Air
Air
is
would be
fun.
fun, but that's a lot of
I guess that's
characters.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Just do Saw.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Two
Saw would
guys
be funny.
in a room.
Precious.
Would be fucking Precious would be great.
Comedic interpretation
Schindler's
of
List.
Right. Hell yeah. Yep. Be sure to check that out. Those are
At
always
the Yard
good.
Theater off of Melrose in Los Angeles.
July 13th.
July 13th, 9 p.m.
So you can
Hell
go to July 13th, his thing, and then
Right
July
after July
10th, if that's what it is. It's a Sunday for burgers. So
Hell yeah. And be sure to check out my other podcast, Getting Doug with High, only on patreon.com/gettingdugs. Podcast I do every week with Alicia Glass and Doug Benson. Please check it out. It's a lot of fun. We always have some fun comics and actors on there. And be sure to follow me on Instagram at RizzoRizzo. And that's it. We'll be back next week with more fun and games.
it's hot in here, and I gotta pee.
All right, it's pee time.
What do
Let's
we
do
do?